In 1941, he was a young man ready to start his creative life as an artist when Germany attacked the Soviet Union and he had to join the army. For years later, the difference in his face is striking. A thin and tired face, deep wrinkles, a troubled stare. This man was completely changed after witnessing for years of a no-rule war in the Eastern Front. Evgeny Stepanovich Kobitev was born on December 25, 1910 in the village of Altai. After graduating from pedagogical school, he worked as a teacher in the rural areas of Krasnoyarsk. His passion was painting, especially portraits and panoramas from daily life. The dream for a higher artistic education came true in 1936 when he started studying at the Kyiv State Art Institute in Ukraine. In 1941, he graduated with honors from the Art Institute and was ready for a new artistic life. However, all his dreams were cut short on June 22, 1941 when Nazi Germany attacked Soviet Union. The new artist voluntarily became a soldier and enlisted in one of the artillery regiments of the Red Army. The regiment was engaged in a fierce battle to protect the small town of Pripyat, which lies between Kiev and Kharkiv. In September 1941, Kobitov was wounded in the leg and became a prisoner of war. He ended up in a German notorious concentration camp operated out of Koral, which was called Koral Pit. Approximately 90,000 prisoners of war and civilians died in this camp. Built on the grounds of what used to be a brick factory, the Koral camp had only one barracks. It was half rotten and rested on posts that were leaning to one side. It was the only shelter from the autumn rains and storms. Only a few of the 60,000 prisoners managed to cram in there. The rest had no barracks. In the barracks, people stood pressed tightly against each other. They were gasping from the stench and the vapors and were drenched with sweat. In 1943, Kobitev managed to escape from captivity and again rejoin the Red Army. He participated in various military operations throughout Ukraine, Moldova, Poland, Germany. After the Second World War ended, he was awarded the Hero of the Soviet Union Medal for his excellent military service during the battles for liberation of Smila and Korsun in Ukraine. However, the High Command refused to award him the Victory over Germany medal since his military career was spoiled for being a prisoner of war. Chances are that, if you read about wars and the effect it has on soldiers, you may have inadvertently seen the thousand-yard stare. The first sign of post-traumatic stress disorder in many cases, it defined as a vacant or unfocused gaze into the distance, seen as characteristic of a war-weary or traumatized soldier, by Oxford Dictionaries. The origin of the phrase comes from Time magazine's publishing a painting titled Marines Call It That Too. Zero-Yard Street Air, made by World War II artist and correspondent Tom Lee, although it was not explicitly called that. The painting is a 1944 portrait of a Marine at the Battle of Poleliu in Palau. The most noticeable signs in a person suffering from PTSD are introversion and joylessness. This condition is characterized by frequent, undesired memories which replay the triggering event. People with this syndrome are unable to take pleasure from things they might have enjoyed in the past. Thank you for watching Unfolding Saga.